Welcome, and thank you for joining for another whiskey review. Today, we're going to take a look at the Lagg NAS from the island of Arran.
Arran.
So, new distillery, I believe. Arran's a peated malt. Yes, Dustin?
Yeah, so it's a whole new distillery. Arran used to make peated malt at Arran. Now they're going to exclusively make it at this new distillery.
We're going to call it Lagg. Not to be confused with Lagavulin. It's like a Lagavulin Lagg.
However, it will absolutely be confused with Lagavulin.
Absolutely.
Which makes it a terrible for us. Great for, I guess, Arran's marketing team.
Yeah. Like the bottle. Squatty.
Yeah. I tell you what, though, the cork.
Good cork.
When they put the plastic on the top of it, though, it's really hard to get that thing off because there's nowhere to grab.
Old tequila cork. Reminds me of the old Patrons. All right, so this comes in at, I believe, cask strength 55%, yep. NAS, non-sheltered, non-colored, all good things. Sherry cask finish. And they call this the... I'll put it in the thing because I know you guys don't like when I don't say things correctly. And I do it every day.
We're going to butcher it.
We're going to do it every day. Sorry. Educated in public American schools. You get what you get. All right. So peated Arran. We love Arran.
Arran's great, man. Yeah,
we haven't done
super
Arran in a
good
while.
malt. Yeah,
we've done the last couple 18s they had, 21s, 25s, all good whiskeys.
If we get more, we'll buy more, but it's hard to get.
Woo! Purple and punchy.
Yeah, I mean cedar wood floors going on here, man.
Woo, spicy. A lot of spice.
Yeah, I mean, this definitely had to have been like a recharged sherry butt. That or maybe even a hoggy.
Yeah, burnt chocolate. Cinnamon red hot.
Heavy cinnamon. A little bit of like a lactose, like kind of like soft milk vanilla kind of note.
Flaming sawdust.
Definitely sawdust.
Sawdust is burning coming off the blade because it's going too fast or something.
Yeah.
You smell like smoked wood almost.
Yeah, they really overdid the cask finishing on here. They really kind of are drowning the spirit.
I mean, peat, I'm not there yet. I'm kind of getting some of the cask flavors, but I'm trying to identify what kind of peat this Arran
milk
peat is.
Lactose thing, I think, is indicating to me peat notes. I know that's a weird thing to say, but I get it on like a Lefroy. I get it on a Kilchoman. And I've had a couple pours of this one, Mike. I haven't given you a chance to really get into this one, so we're going a little blind, but...
Buddy, smells young, hot,
yep.
and aggressive.
This just came out. I just picked it up. And it's very affordable young whiskey, so at least they're not jacking prices up on these yet.
Woo! Man, this cinnamon spice is, I don't want to say overpowering, but it is substantial.
Yeah, like I said, the casks are really dominating this.
All right, Dustin.
It's actually reminding me, for anybody who's had it, the Kilchoman Saneg, the new ones that have gotten super dark. It's giving me a lot of similar notes here. And that's not a super old peated whiskey either. So, we're kind of in that realm, I think.
Whew. All right, I'm going in for a sip.
Yeah. I mean, as it's opening up here, I'm starting to pick up more of the malt character, Mike. It is a sweet, simple, kind of somewhere between a Kilkerran and a Kilchoman in terms of a little bit of earthiness like the Kilkerran has, but has more of the sweet, more approachable like a Kilchoman.
It's definitely sweeter on the palate, but the spice is there big time. Spicy red hots are there big time. But you're right, there's more sweetness on the palate than initially picked up on the nose. Right when you first hit your tongue, you can tell how sweet it was. Decent mouthfeel. I'm not overly blown away by the mouthfeel. I think it's pretty solid for 55.
Yeah.
Snappy, punchy, sherry, burnt dark chocolate. I'm not really picking up, I would say, a ton of like smoky notes, I would say. I mean, there's some smoke from the cask, but I don't think peat, but then again, I'm an Isla fan.
I definitely am getting Isla peat here.
Yeah?
For sure, yeah. Now, for me, it's not red hot candy. It's more literally just a toasted or burnt cinnamon stick. It's raw cinnamon to me. But yeah, I'm getting a really nice peat character here.
Gotta get past it.
But again, they have just smothered it in this sherry cask, and I don't know why they felt the need for this much. When I bought this, there were two casks out there. There was a bourbon cask, but it was 46%. Mm-hmm. And then there was this one, which was 55%. And I was like, the bourbon cask is the better cask to buy to learn about Lagg, but this is 55%, and they were like $10 apart. So it was really hard not to buy this one.
Yeah. And throw some water in there. Maybe get to the peat. But you're picking up an Isla peat, huh?
Yeah, I mean, again, it's very much giving me Kilchoman notes. I don't know what they're sourcing from Port Ellen peat. It could be that they're getting their peat, more local. But in fact, I would say it's somewhere between a Lecheg, which is a Highland peat, and a Kilchoman. I'm actually getting a lot of Lecheg type notes on here, but again, I think it might be the sherry that's doing that more so than the malt itself.
It's really hard to just. I mean, this is the first time I've had this story, so it's really hard to separate distillery characteristic from cask maturation. I mean, I think a lot of this is cask maturation, but it's hard to tell. At least as new as I am with this.
I mean, they have just gone overboard with this. I mean, early release.
People like dark whiskey.
They do, and I mean, I'm normally not a big fan of these charred, over-the-top sherry casks, but this is kind of fun. It's overly aggressive, but it's fun.
Yeah, I mean, not a lot changed with water. It turned down the red hots. It turned down, some of the harsher, younger youth notes a little bit, which you'd come to expect. I will say now that you say that, I do kind of get more of an earthier, smokier note.
The finish is all peat. I mean, the cask is still there a little bit, but there's definitely a nice peaty finish. Nice and smoky. It's not super aggressive. It's more wood smoke, I think, now I'm getting. Which, again, whole
Makes
thing
sense.
is woody.
Yeah, it's woody.
So, again, I don't know how peaty the Lagg is going to be. I don't know the ppms for what they're putting out yet, but...
My guess would be under 15.
Oh, no, it's over 15.
You think so?
Oh, yeah. 15 is like Highland Park.
I know.
Like Highland Park 12.
It's Highland Park's like 5.
No.
I think.
It's 15.
You sure?
Like, Macallan is 3.
All right. You might be right. It seems like, I guess is my point.
It's subtle for I think they would claim this to be heavily peated, kind of like Long Row does. I would say this is somewhere in the Long Row realm.
I see what you're getting though as far as the peat note. You compare it to Kilchoman. It kind of has a Kilchoman, or maybe not quite like Ardbeg without the metallic. It comes off sort of that style of coolish peat.
Yes.
If that makes any sense?
Yeah, but I think it's less cooling than
Ardbeg, but
Ardbeg is really... Ardbeg's unique in the fact that it's one of the few whiskeys that when you drink it, the alcohol actually cools, whereas most heat.
You're probably right. It's probably Kilchoman, because Kilchoman reminds me of that without that, so that's probably a pretty good comparison. I just got to have more of these, I guess.
I tell you what, though, for one of the, this is an early release. It's got a lot of flavor. Mm-hmm. I think they put something together that's pretty good. This was like $70 maybe, Mike, $80 at the most.
For a cask strength, Scotch is not a bad deal in today's market, depending on how old it is. But again, I paid $300 for Octomores that were 5 years old.
Yeah, I mean, this has got plenty of flavor, plenty of punch. Mm-hmm. So if you're just looking for punchy, full flavored whiskey,
it's cold here.
Solid.
Get the job done. Where as far as whiskey score on this one?
I'm gonna give it an 85, Mike. Well done. I'm enjoying it. I would definitely. I'm happy to have it. I'm gonna for sure drink it. I'm not gonna It's not like an 80 where I'd be like, yeah, I'll drink it, but when. This is one I'm probably gonna just sip on when I want a punchy, aggressive whiskey.
It's cold weather whiskey.
Oh yeah.
I was about the same score. I was going to say 86, so I'll just stick with that. I mean, 86 is about the range of saying, hey, I like this whiskey, I'd buy it at a reasonable price.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And $70, 86, reasonable price, all of that falls in line.
I would never buy this again for this price. This is a whiskey, it's one and done for me.
I agree with that, too.
But I'm glad I have it. I'm glad I'm getting to try it. I'm going to share this with as many people as I can just so people get to try Lagg. I think that's kind of what the value for me is. This is going to be a share whiskey.
Well, as our whiskey journey continues, we will continue to try new whiskeys that we think are interesting that hopefully you guys do too.
Yep.
Anyway, those are our thoughts on the whiskey. If you guys had a chance to try this one, let us know what you guys think. And Dustin, until next time, what do we wish the folks?
It'd be experimental whiskey drinking.
We'll see you then.